I failed to make any progress for the first 2 years of my self-improvement journey until I started treating myself like a video game character.
What the fuck?
Which is exactly what I'm going to teach you how to do in this video. And by the end of it, you'll have everything that you need to finally get out of the rut that you've been in for so long and become the man that you've always wanted to become. So I want you to pretend like you're playing a video game and you can customize the perfect version of yourself. What time does he wake up? How often does he train in the gym? How often does he read? What kind of car does he drive? What kind of house does he live in? How beautiful is his wife? How many kids does he have? All of these different things, just to name a few. And once you've created the clearest possible picture of the perfect version of yourself, then every single day, take the actions that you think that version of you would take. Would that version of you hit snooze every single morning? Would that version of you skip the gym? Would that version of you scroll social media? No, right? So over the last 3 years of my self-improvement journey, I've wanted to become the highest possible version of myself, but I realized that I wasn't taking any of those actions necessary in order to become that version of myself until about 11 months ago. All these years, I was just going through the motions, hoping that one day I would eventually reach that point, but I never truly sat down and realized that all I have to do is just customize my real life character just like I would in a video game, by acting like the person that I want to become. And although I realized that it wouldn't happen overnight just like it does in the video games, I realized that that's who I will become on a long enough time frame because it's one of the most basic laws of human nature. Whatever you do or however you act, that is what you become on a long enough time frame. Which reminds me of a quote that I can't remember the name of who said it, but he said that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And it's really that simple if you truly think about it. You just have to act like the person that you want to become, and you will become that person. Because if you would have told me last year that I would be creating content every single day while holding a 4.0 GPA in graduate school, while still working a part-time job and still finding time to train twice a day and keep a happy and healthy relationship with my girl that I've been with for almost 6 years now, I would have looked at you and I would have told you that you're fucking out of your mind. Because that version of me 12 months ago could barely focus on any type of work for longer than a half hour. I would sleep in unless I absolutely had to get up for something important. My training sessions would just be half-assed, even though I would tell everyone that I was going super hard. But yet here I am.
Are you not entertained?
Because all I did was I envisioned the person in my head of who I wanted to become, and I realized that that person doesn't sleep in. That person gets up and immediately takes action and attacks the day with as much intention as possible. And he does whatever it takes, whatever is required to achieve his goals. And that's exactly what I've been doing for the last 11 months. Every single day, I've uploaded some type of content. Every single day, I've dropped some type of knowledge or some type of value to you. And by doing that, I am fulfilling my purpose. I am becoming closer and closer to the highest possible version of myself. And I'm doing everything in my power to pull every single one of you along with me. Because I know how sick and tired you are of wanting to do something, but just not doing it for whatever reason you have in your mind. And this is all you have to do to solve this problem. Just take this simple action that takes 5 to 10 minutes. Write down whatever you think that dream version of yourself would do, and then just go and do that. Even if it's the most simple shit like making your bed as soon as you wake up in the morning, or even a step before that. What time does that version of you wake up? If you know that that version of you is waking up early, then just start waking up early. It's really that simple. And I understand that it's easier said than done, but it's just one thing at a time that you have to do. It's just waking up early. And once you do that, then you can move on to the next thing. And that is the biggest mistake that I made for years, and the biggest mistake I see with so many guys nowadays is that they try and change every single aspect of their life all in one go with some miracle Hail Mary. But I can tell you from firsthand experience that you are not good enough to be able to do all of these things all in one go. So have the humility and accept the fact that you are not as good as you think you are, and just take everything one step at a time. If you know that that version of you takes care of himself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you don't have to change all of these things all in one go. Just take it one step at a time. Start with meditating just a couple minutes every day. Then start eating clean for 1 meal a day, then 2 meals a day, then all of your meals per day. Then start training every single day. Just become this all-encompassing man one step at a time, where your future wife will eventually look at you like a god and say, wow, you did this. You built this.
We built this
You absolutely need to become this version of yourself because quite honestly, you don't have a choice anymore. It is 2025. And if you haven't already started making progress towards your goals, I don't care what age you are falling behind. You should see mediocrity as the devil. You should see mediocrity as a poison. You should see mediocrity as the fucking whore at the party that tries to sleep with as many guys as she possibly can.
What?
You need to get away from it. Get away from mediocrity and constantly push yourself away from it. And this is the way that you're going to do it because this is the way that I was able to do it as well. So you need to create the daily routine of this dream person that you want to become down to the exact minute, every single action he takes, and then strive to the best of your ability to do those things each and every single day. And I promise you, I understand life is going to get in the way, but if you just follow it half of the time or half of the day, you are still going to be making 100 times more progress than you are right now without this structure that you currently have in your day. And at that point, it's not a matter of if you will become that version of yourself, it's just a matter of when. And I'm going to be honest with you, it is not as far away as you think. I did it in less than a year, but I promise you that you can do it faster than me because you don't have any of the bullshit and have to weave your way through all the bullshit in order to get to the actual results. Because I'm telling you the results right now. You have the cheat sheet right in front of you. You know exactly what that version of you does. You've built your own cheat sheet. So all you have to do now is just copy it word for word, time for time, minute for minute, second for second.
Word for word, bar for bar.
And I promise you, if you apply this, your life will immediately improve right away. It's like night and day difference because I have done this every single day for the last 11 months. And I quite honestly never thought it would be possible, but here I am today and I am just getting started. And if you feel like you're in that lonely chapter of self-improvement right now where you don't have anyone around you to hold yourself accountable to this new version of yourself that you're striving to become, the top link in the description was created specifically for you, my friend. But I hope you got some value from this, and I genuinely hope that you apply this because it is something that has truly changed my life forever. But as always, remember, success is not the best revenge, it's the only revenge. And I'll see you in the next one.